Jamie Chances and the Mile High Club, 1969. Jamie Chances, a name whispered with a mix of envy and disdain in the newsrooms of '69, had a nose for stories that made the old guard choke on their martinis. This time, he was after the so-called glamorous lives of air hostesses. He figured there was more to it than perfectly coiffed hair and forced smiles. He was right. His first interview was with Gloria, a redhead with a smile that could melt glaciers and eyes that had seen too much. Glamorous? She scoffed, flicking ash from her cigarette into a chipped ashtray in her cramped apartment. Honey, glamour is what we sell at 30,000 feet. The reality is stale coffee, groping businessmen, and layovers in towns where the only excitement is the color of the motel carpet. Jamie scribbled furiously, his pen barely keeping up. He pressed her about the groping. Gloria just laughed, a harsh, humorless sound. You think a little grab is the worst of it? Try having a senator corner you in the galley with a bottle of scotch and a promise of favors if you play along. The next hostess, a quiet brunette named Carol, was terrified to talk. Jamie met her in a dimly lit bar near the airport, the kind of place where secrets were traded like cheap liquor. Carol spoke in hushed tones, her eyes darting around nervously. She told him about the Mile High Club, not the myth, but the reality. Pilots, co-pilots, even the occasional ballsy passenger, all vying for a quick, illicit thrill in the cramped lavatories. It's a game to them, she whispered, her voice trembling. A disgusting, degrading game, and we're the pawns. Carol revealed a darker secret, a network of hostesses who were quietly providing favors to keep their jobs, to get better routes, to survive in a world where their worth was measured by their looks and their willingness to play along. Jamie felt a knot forming in his stomach. This wasn't the fluffy piece the magazine editors had envisioned. This was raw, ugly, and dangerous. He knew publishing this story could ruin careers, maybe even lives, but he also knew he couldn't bury it. He met with Gloria again, this time with a proposition. I'm going to run this story, he said, his voice firm, but I need proof. I need names. Gloria hesitated, her face etched with fear. You're asking me to sign my death warrant, Jamie. I'm asking you to tell the truth, he countered, to give these women a voice. After a long, agonizing silence, Gloria nodded. All right, Jamie, she said, her eyes hardening. Let's burn this whole damn system to the ground. Jamie knew he was walking into a firestorm, but he was ready. He had a story to tell, and he wouldn't let anyone silence him, or the women who had finally found their voice in the deafening roar of jet engines and broken dreams.